Caregiving can feel overwhelming. Some days feel impossible. If you're caring for someone with Alzheimer's or dementia, we want you to know this. You are not alone. There is help, there are resources, and there is hope. This is Gut Punched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers. Greetings and welcome. This is Gut Punched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers, the not-so-sexy podcast, episode 97. We're really glad you're here. I'm Jeff Edwards, and today's topic, this one's been sitting with me for a long time, and the more I bring it up, the more I hear the same thing back. Frustration, confusion, sometimes even silence. Because people don't know what to say. We're talking about stigma. It's such an ugly word. Yeah, stigma around Alzheimer's and dementia. And let's just say it right up front, Alzheimer's is not contagious. But the way people react to it, that can feel just as isolating. For people living with the disease and for the caregivers walking beside them, it's not just the diagnosis that hurts. It's the looks, the assumptions, the distance. It's being misunderstood at the exact moment you need understanding the most. And here's the thing. This isn't just personal. Organizations like the Alzheimer's Association are talking about it too. The research is there. The stories are everywhere. So today, no fluff, no sugarcoating, and yeah, I'll try not to climb up on the soapbox. But we are going to talk about it because stigma doesn't just sit quietly in the background. It changes how people are treated. It changes how people feel. And sometimes it changes whether people even reach out for help. So stick with us. Plus, we'll be answering another listener question in What's New in Alzheimer's with Dr. John Huffaker. If you have a question you'd like answered, send it to us at gutpunchedhc@outlook.com. Are you ready? Here we go. We're proud to be supported by Neuropsychiatric Research Center, a clinical trial center dedicated to advancing research and treatment for memory loss and Alzheimer's disease. And the fine people at Heart, Body, and Mind Home Care, nationally acclaimed, award-winning home care. And live younger today. Activate your stem cells for health and vitality. You can check them out online at liveyoungertoday.com. If you're new here, our 5 tenets or rules are the backbone to what we do, and they're easy to learn. Number 1, you must take care of yourself, because if something happens to you, who is going to take care of your loved one? Number 2, you can't do this alone. You need help. Find a good caregiver group. Number 3, make a list of people, friends or relatives or coworkers who have offered to help. Then actually use it. Number 4, create a help signal. Identify a cue or phrase to confirm your loved one is comfortable with receiving help from someone else. Number 5, caregiving. Love it or hate it. It will be your life until it's not. So give it your all. At my caregivers group this week, somebody came up with a good point. We talk about if you have a loved one who has Alzheimer's or dementia, we're all in the same boat. But we're really not in the same boat. Everybody's in their own boat with their own problems. We're all just in the same river. I like that. We're coming back with why we need to fight Alzheimer's stigma and 5 ways to overcome it.
Every day, I talk with people who say, I don't feel as sharp as I used to. My energy is low. My memory worries me. Hi, I'm Peggy Sealfond, board-certified health coach and caregiver. I share patented science-backed technology supporting your body's natural repair, helping improve sleep, cognition, and vitality. Learn more at liveyoungertoday.com. liveyounger today.com.
Facing stigma is often a primary concern of people living with Alzheimer's and their care partners. Those with the disease report being misunderstood because of the myths and misconceptions others have about the disease. Why we need to fight Alzheimer's stigma. And here's a quote from Phil G., living with Alzheimer's. After my diagnosis, I was overwhelmed by fear that made me want to hide. But out of that fear grew determination. I wanted to learn everything I could about the disease and make awareness my cause. Stigma is the use of negative labels to identify a person with a disability or illness. Stigma around Alzheimer's disease exists in part due to the lack of public awareness and understanding of the disease, preventing people from seeking medical treatment when symptoms are present, receiving an early diagnosis or any diagnosis at all, living with the best quality of life possible while they're able to do so, making plans for their future, benefiting from available treatments, developing a support system, and participating in clinical trials. Stigma and lack of awareness also impacts Alzheimer's disease research. The government funds Alzheimer's research at lower rates than other diseases, even when the cost of caring for Alzheimer's disease is significantly higher. Stigma and stereotypes are a significant obstacle to well-being and quality of life for those with dementia and their families. And here are some examples of the stigma you may experience. A diagnosis may test friendships. Friends may refuse to believe your diagnosis or withdraw from your life, leaving a feeling of abandonment or isolation. Relationships with family may change. Family members may not want to talk about the disease, perceive you as having little or no quality of life, or may avoid interacting with you. Others may approach your care partner to ask about you rather than asking you directly on how you are doing. The reaction of some friends and family to your diagnosis may prevent you from seeking help from others. Now, here are 5 tips to overcome Alzheimer's stigma. And the following tips are based on the advice and experience of current and former members of the Alzheimer's Association National Early Stage Advisory Group, which consists of individuals in the early stage of the disease who help raise awareness about the disease. Number 1. Be open and direct. Engage others in discussions about Alzheimer's disease and the need for prevention, better treatment, and an eventual cure. Engage with others like you on your message boards. Number 2, communicate the facts. Sharing accurate information is key to dispelling misconceptions about the disease. Whether a pamphlet or a link to an online content, offer information to help people better understand Alzheimer's disease. You can learn the facts about Alzheimer's and find an education program online or near you. Number 3, seek support and stay connected. It is important to stay engaged in meaningful relationships and activities. Whether family, friends, or support group, a network is critical. Find an early stage support group near you. Number 4, don't be discouraged. Denial of the disease by others is not a reflection of you. If people think that Alzheimer's disease is normal aging, see it as an education opportunity. Here are some tips for helping family and friends to adjust to your diagnosis, and we'll have those. Be a part of the solution. Number 5, as an individual living with the disease, yours is the most powerful voice to help raise awareness and end stigma and advocate for more Alzheimer's support and research. Learn how you can make a difference in the fight against Alzheimer's. ALZ.org. When we come back, 10 symptoms of stress caused by stigma.
We'll be right back to Gut Punched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers.
If you find that it's time that you must start looking for a good home care company for your loved one, I'd like you to consider talking with Heart, Body, and Mind Home Care, a nationally award-winning company. They are top of the line in service. They will tell you service is their passion, excellence is their promise, and that's the honest truth. They are very knowledgeable and skilled at what they provide. On top of that, they are just really nice people who love helping others in need. They are Alzheimer's and Dementia and Parkinson's care specialists. You can find them on the web at hbmhomecare.com, or you can call them at area code 239-603-6455. And you'll find a link for them on our website, gutpunch.com. Heart, body, and mind home care. Your best choice for home care.
This is Gut Punched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers.
Alzheimer's caregivers frequently report experiencing high levels of stress, and it can be overwhelming to take care of a loved one with Alzheimer's or other dementia. But too much stress can be harmful to both of you. Here are 10 symptoms of caregiver stress. Number 1 is denial. Denial about the disease and its effect on the person who has been diagnosed. And in quotations, I know mom is going to get better. Number 2, anger at the person with Alzheimer's or frustration that he or she can't do the things they used to be able to do. Quotes, he knows how to get dressed. He's just being stubborn. Number 3 is social withdrawal. Social withdrawal from friends and activities that used to make you feel good. In quotes, I don't care about visiting with my neighbors anymore. Number 4, anxiety about the future and facing another day. In quotes, what happens when he needs more care than I can provide? Number 5 is depression. Depression that breaks your spirit and affects your ability to cope. In quotes, I just don't care anymore. Number 6, exhaustion that makes it nearly impossible to complete necessary daily tasks. Quotes, I'm too tired for this. Number 7, sleeplessness caused by a never-ending list of concerns. In quotes, what if he or she wanders out of the house or falls or hurts himself or herself? Number 8, irritability. Irritability that leads to moodiness and triggers negative responses and actions. In quotes, leave me alone. Number 9, lack of concentration that makes it difficult to perform familiar tasks. In quotes, I was so busy, I forgot my appointment. Number 10, health problems that begin to take a mental and physical toll. Quotes, I can't remember the last time I felt this good. If you experience any of these signs of stress on a regular basis, make time to talk to your doctor. Ignoring symptoms can cause your physical and mental health to decline. I hope you didn't get too stressed out from listening to that. When we come back, 10 symptoms of stress caused by stigma.
We'll be right back to Gut Punched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers.
Your memories are precious. The people you love, the moments you cherish, the life you've lived. At Neuropsychiatric Research Center, we believe your brain deserves the very best care. If you're 50 or older, we invite you to a free memory screening event designed to give you clarity, hope, and valuable insight into your cognitive health. This test has the potential to identify Alzheimer's-related changes earlier than ever in giving people more time, more understanding, and more ways to prepare. By taking just a few minutes for a confidential memory check, it can help you establish a baseline, give you a peace of mind, and connect you to research that may change lives, including your own. Neuropsychiatric Research Center, 14271 Metropolis Avenue, Fort Myers. Take the first step towards protecting your brain for yourself and the people who love you. Visit nprc-southwestflorida.com or call 239-939-7777 to schedule your free memory screening today. The p-tau 217 blood test is available only to participants who meet eligibility criteria.
This is Gut Punched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers.
So how about we give you some tips to manage that stress? Know what community resources are available. Adult day programs, in-home assistance, visiting nurses, and meal delivery are just some of the services that can help you manage daily tasks. Use the online Community Resource Finder or contact your local Alzheimer's Association chapter for assistance in finding Alzheimer's care resources in your community, whether you're living with memory loss or caring for someone else who is. ALZ Navigator, an online interactive tool, will guide you to your next steps. And we have a list of resources on gutpunch.com for you. Get help and find support. Building a care team calendar helps you organize friends and family who want to help provide care and support. The 24/7 helpline, 1-800-272-3900, or ALZ Connected, online community, and local support groups are all good resources for finding comfort and reassurance. If stress becomes overwhelming, seek professional help. Use relaxation techniques. And there are several simple relaxation techniques that can help relieve stress. Try more than one to find which works best for you. Now, techniques include visualization, which is mentally picturing a place or situation that is peaceful and calm, like the beach or the mountains. Meditation, which can be as simple as dedicating 15 minutes a day to letting go of all stressful thoughts. Breathing exercises. Slowing your breathing and focusing on taking deep breaths. Progressive muscle relaxation, tightening and then relaxing each muscle group, starting at one end of your body and working your way to the other end. Learn more about relaxation techniques on the Mayo Clinic website. Here's another one. Get moving. Physical activity in any form can help reduce stress and improve overall well-being. Even 10 minutes of exercise a day can help. Take a walk. Do an activity you'll love, such as gardening or dancing or fishing. Find time for yourself. Consider taking advantage of respite care so you can spend time doing something you enjoy. Respite care provides caregivers with a temporary rest from caregiving, while the person with Alzheimer's disease continues to receive care in a safe environment. Do yourself a favor and learn more about respite care. Become an educated caregiver. As the disease progresses, new caregiving skills may be necessary. The Alzheimer's Association offers programs to help you better understand and cope with the behaviors and personality changes that often accompany Alzheimer's. You may also find it helpful to talk to other care partners and caregivers about how they are coping with the challenges of the disease and uncertainty about the future. Next one is take care of yourself. Visit your doctor regularly. Try to eat well, exercise, and get plenty of rest. Making sure that you are healthy can help you be a better caregiver, because if you don't take care of yourself, who's going to take care of your loved one if something happens to you? Something to think about. Maintain your sense of humor. Keeping sense of humor doesn't mean that you're making light of the situation or poking fun at it. Humor can be a valuable coping strategy. Celebrity champion and comedian Chris Garcia described how humor helped him and his family when his father, a Cuban refugee, developed Alzheimer's. Make legal and financial plans. Putting legal and financial plans in place after an Alzheimer's diagnosis is important so that the person with the disease can participate. Having future plans in place can provide comfort to the entire family. Many documents can be prepared without the help of an attorney. However, if you are unsure about how to complete legal documents or make financial plans, you may want to seek assistance from an attorney specializing in elder law, a financial advisor who is familiar with elder law, or long-term care planning, or both. You got to learn more about planning ahead. And these are some of the things that you can find if you want. You can go to the Alzheimer's Association website at alz.org. Find some of the things we just talked about. Stress, caregiving, hand in hand. It's truth. And you've got to learn as much as you possibly can. And we want to fight that stigma. Alzheimer's and dementia is not catchy. It may be in your family, but it doesn't mean you're going to get it. Take care of your loved one and take care of yourself. Up next, what's new in Alzheimer's with Dr. John Huffaker.
What's new in Alzheimer's with John Huffaker.
John, we're hearing from Dan M. in Jacksonville, Florida, and he wants to know, what is the best way to treat someone with frontal temporal disease, especially if they haven't been formally diagnosed?
frontal temporal disease, that is another form of dementia. So it falls within that bucket, but it's actually even it's a smaller percentage than Lewy body. So it's something that we don't see nearly as common. But to answer your question, what's the best way to treat somebody with frontal temporal? Well, one of the problems is there is no specific treatment. So we don't have any type of disease modification medications or any medication specifically for frontal temporal. So what we would typically do is you want to manage the symptoms. So we treat the symptoms and we use medications. Typically we use an SSRI, which is serotonin reuptake inhibitor. We'll use those medications to try to treat those common symptoms that we see, but there isn't something specific for frontal temporal.
Okay, well, thank you. We're coming back with a look at our resources after this. Now, if you could change one thing about how society sees dementia, what would that be? And this is a hot button for me lately. But even now, people don't want to talk about it. It's not catchy. I think sometimes people are afraid or there is a stigma because it's mental. But don't talk to me about dementia or Alzheimer's or whether it's frontal temporal or whether it's Lewy body, whatever. Don't talk to me about that. What do you think we could change?
I would change the idea that brain change, dementia, Alzheimer's, whatever we're talking about, erases a person. The disease changes abilities, but it doesn't erase identity. It doesn't erase emotion or humanity. People living with dementia still feel love, joy, they feel frustration, comfort, and they respond to kindness and connection. If society understood that, we'd see more patience, more empathy, and more willingness to include people with brain change rather than quietly pushing them and marginalizing them. It doesn't make someone less worthy of dignity. It makes them more in need of it.
Yes. Now, what would you wish that every caregiver or care partner understood sooner?
I wish every caregiver knew right from the beginning that they're not supposed to do this alone, that it's a disease that affects the whole family, and it really requires a whole community of support. Too many caregivers think they have to be endlessly strong, endlessly patient, endlessly available, but it's not a test of endurance. It's a relationship, and relationships need support. And the sooner that caregivers can understand that asking for help is not a failure, it's a strategy, the healthier and more sustainable their journey becomes.
What we just played were two new promos we had produced that fit what we were talking about today. There is video that goes with them, but we're not there yet. Maybe someday. Our resources are very important. If you're not sure where to turn or how to connect, we'll be here to help bring you trusted resources. You can reach out to the Dubin Center at dubincenter.com. Then there is Neuropsychiatric Research Center. Find them at nprc-southwestflorida.com. Heart, Body, and Mind Home Care at hbmhomecare.com. You can check out the Alzheimer's Support Network at alzsupport.org. And to find your local chapter of the Alzheimer's Association, you can visit their website or call their toll-free hotline at 1-800-272-3900. Now, they also offer an outstanding resource called Dementia Care Navigation, powered by Ripple and the Alzheimer's Association. It provides free personalized dementia care, including a dedicated care navigator and tailored resources for caregivers and people living with dementia. You can get connected by calling 855-271-2662. That's 855-271-2662. You take the first step. We also mention the guide program frequently. It's another excellent resource that provides help and respite care, and it's free. You can search for it online or visit Dr. Perry's HealthSpan Partners at https://healthspansouthwestflorida.com. Another resource worth checking out is Aquilane Clinical Research at aquilaneresearch.com and Alzheimer's Support Network at https://support.network. Our website is gutpunched.com and the email address is gutpunchedac@outlook.com or jeff@gutpunched.com. And to every caregiver listening, thank you. Thank you for what you do, and thank you for spending your time with us. You're not alone. There is help, and there is hope. This is Gut Punched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers, and we'll talk again soon. God bless.
This has been Gut Punched, Alzheimer's and Caregivers, with your host, Jeff Edwards. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to us on all the platforms, like Spotify, Apple, Pandora, Podbean, and more. If you have a question or want to get in touch with us, our email is gutpunchedac@outlook.com or jeff@gutpunched.com. Caregivers, you don't have to do this alone.